this morning, is your pet ready for vacation? There are things to consider before taking your furry friend along for a road trip or a plane ride. Joining us to talk about this is Mary Heiser with the Capital Area Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who do we have here?
Our little talker this morning is Ariel. She's a 9-week-old little female kitten. And she has not had her spay surgery yet, so she can't go home today, but she can be adopted today and go home later in the week.
Okay, great. So a lot of people are going on trips over the next several weeks. Should they take their pet with them? Should they leave them at home with a sitter or board them? What are the things we need to consider?
There's a different answer for everybody, but now is the time, if you haven't done it already, you kind of need to figure this out, because if you're taking your pet with you, you definitely need to make plans and reservations. Just because you're going to a pet-friendly hotel doesn't mean that all their rooms are pet-friendly.
Okay.
You need to make sure the hotel knows what you're bringing with you. They also usually don't allow you to leave a pet behind in your room while you're out running around sightseeing. So you may need to be engaging a pet sitter on the other end. Or I would be thinking, is this really the best option for my pet? Maybe Ariel should stay at home and have a pet sitter come in a couple times a day, or maybe she should be boarded. In which case you need a vet appointment and vaccinations and all that stuff current. I know just this week here at the Humane Society, we got all kinds of requests for shot records, which tells me that a lot of people are in a big hurry because they didn't plan ahead, and they need proof of vaccinations to board their pet. We've also had a lot of requests for boarding referrals. So again, there are people who have waited to the last minute. And of course, like everything else, when everyone goes on vacation at the same time, things fill up fast. And so you want to make sure you have plenty of options.
Sure. Okay. If you are choosing to travel without your pet and leave them either with a sitter or board them, what are some questions that we need to ask ourselves of the sitter?
We need to ask ourselves, if you're engaging a pet sitter, are they bonded? Are they insured? Do they have a backup plan? It's great if you're engaging a neighbor to do this, but what if they get sick? What if their car doesn't start? What's the plan? What if they have trouble getting into your home? They can't work the security system. So you always want to have a backup plan or a neighbor or somebody that they can call locally. You also want to make sure that they have your vet's information, that it's not just on your refrigerator, but they have it with them too in case there's a problem. And the more you can think ahead, the less stressful it'll be for you when you're actually on vacation.
If you decide to take them with you, let's say you're flying, what are some things that we need to consider?
Well, for one thing, if you have a young pet, the airline crate that fit last year may be a little too small this year.
Okay.
So you don't want to wait until the last minute. You want to check your airline regulations, make sure that your crate still fits, like they just changed the carry-on size. Make sure that your crate is compliant with your airline, and check what their particular regulations are. Usually you need a health certificate dated within 10 days of travel. So make that vet appointment now, even if you're not traveling until Labor Day weekend. Make that vet appointment within the correct time frame, so you're not that person who's calling the vet at the last minute saying, I can't go on vacation unless you see my pet tomorrow.
Right, and should you consider their personality too, that maybe they wouldn't, they might be afraid to fly, or it might be best for them to stay home?
Considering what your plans are on the other end, are you really going to be interacting with your pet? Or are you just taking your pet with you because it would make you happier? What's going to make your pet the happiest, and what's going to be the best for your family?
Great. And real quick, when can someone see Princess Ariel here?
Princess Ariel and her sisters Jasmine and Aurora can be seen today at the shelter from 12 to 5. We'll be at Picnic with the Pups today at CHA from 4 to 8 with Marv. We'll be at the Franklin County Fair tomorrow, and Pet People's Dublin on Tuesday from 5 to 7.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mary. Great summer travel tips. Well, you can find out more about this week's pet and watch our previous segments online. Just go to 10tv.com/pets.